Guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 11, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have a big breaking news. Red alert. The US Gov tells the public not to panic. They have intelligence that the Bear nuclear submarine isn't carrying any live nukes. Now, the Cuban Gov has also told the public no nuclear equipment on board. But no word from the Bear capital. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Alright, here's the deal. When they tell you not to panic, you guys know the saying to it. That's when you know what. The Bear Navy locked the Atlantic Ocean at a depth of 600 kilometers. Zircon and all these powerful equipments fired. You have the sleeping ships out there. They are rushing to the Atlantic. You mean to tell me that they don't have equipment? What in the world do you call this? What do you call this? Did they fire Zircon? Zircon. Isn't that a hypersonic? And you have the Caller and Onyx shots. Alright, so I have multiple information here. If you can, please share this video. Give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps out when you give the video a thumbs up. I got all the information, all the updates here, guys. Once again, a lot of info's coming out, and it seems like the Bear are sending a strong message. A strong, powerful message. It says here, the sleeping giant is chasing nuclear Bear submarine near Florida. There are 2 sleeping giant Navy destroyers are following a group of the Bear vessels that came within 66 miles of Florida on the way to Cuba last night. Analysts believe that the Bear is strategically sending a warning to the sleeping giant after NATO gave the Yellow and Blue the green light to carry out strikes on the Bear soil last week. Here's some pictures. The one on the right, I believe that's the P-8 Poseidon sub-hunter that they were tracking this submarine yesterday, and he's still out there, which, by the way, Florida is on alert. Florida is on full alert. Alright, just to let you guys know, I'm for the state of Florida. Everybody's talking about this here in the state of Florida. Us Floridians, we are talking about this. This is way too close to our state. The closest ever. Now, this happened back in 2019, but it wasn't this close. Update. If the sleeping giant Gov wasn't in a panic about the Bear fleet in Havana, including a nuclear submarine, then why did they send reconnaissance aircraft and warship to track them? If it's not a big deal, why are you sending a whole bunch of stuff out there? And why is the sleeping giant on full alert? Now, you have the sleeping giant, they're saying that there's no nuclear in these subs or warship. Cuba is saying there's no nuclear on the sub or warship. But the Bear hasn't said anything yet. They've been quiet. They haven't said anything to the sleeping giant, to the U.S. Alright, give me a second here, guys. I want to pull up some more information, and then we're going to get to that news article. All right, give me 1 second here. Here's some more updates. Reports indicate that the Sleeping Giant Navy is actively monitoring and following a group of the bear vessels. Now, we're going to get to the next article. It seems like they fired something. The bear has fired something. All right, so including a nuclear submarine that approached within 66 miles of the Florida coast. This development is seen as a strategic move by the bear, possibly in response to recent NATO actions that have allowed Crane to conduct strikes on the bear territory. Now, the Sleeping Giant Navy has deployed 2 destroyers to shadow the bear fleet as it heads towards Cuba. Analysts believe this maneuver by the bear serves as a warning to the Sleeping Giant, reflecting heightened tensions between the 2 nations amidst ongoing geopolitical conflicts involving the Yellow and Blue country. This situation underscores the event's maritime tensions and the potential risk of close military encounters between the Sleeping Giant and the bear forces in sensitive areas. Now, the presence of the bear nuclear submarine so close to the Sleeping Giant coastline adds a significant dimensions to the ongoing strategic posturing between the 2 countries. Let's go to War News 24/7. The Bear Navy locked the Atlantic Ocean. They got the Atlantic Ocean on lockdown at a depth of 600 kilometers. Zircon, Caleb, and Onyx shots. The Sleeping Giant ships rush. So the Sleeping Giant ship will rush out there to see what's going on. They got the message. Oh, they got the message. It says here, the Bear nuclear-powered submarine Kazan and Frigate Admiral are practicing the use of a high-precision equipment in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the Bear Defense Ministry announced today. It says here, the exercises include hitting targets from a distance of more than 600 kilometers and will be followed by an anti-aircraft fire exercise. So once again, guys, this is a military drill according to Cuba Gov and the Sleeping Giant Gov. But the Bear hasn't said anything to the Sleeping Giant. They're not communicating. So we have seen the Bear doing their stuff and they're not letting us know what they're doing. So again, we're getting information from Cuba. We're not getting information from the Bear. For obvious reason, the exact location of the Bear High School is not mentioned, but the Bear made sure to pass the message to the geographically isolated Sleeping Giant. Three Sleeping Giant vessels and 1 Canadian were spotted very close to the Bear Navy ship 26 NM of the coast of Key Largo. That is very close to the state of Florida. Look at that, guys. That is very close. Extremely close. So you see where that red dot is at? This is where the Bear is located right now, I believe. That's where they're doing their drill. And that's basically the eastern part of Florida. You have West Palm Beach and you have all those regions there. I mean, just imagine going out on the beach and you're seeing that. I mean, what do you expect? We do the same thing. We do the same thing. Actually, we've been doing it for many years. We've been doing it for 14 years out there in the Red China Sea. And we have a lot more stuff out there that it's not even funny. And by the way, the Bear's going to stay there possibly until the end of summer. They're going to be there for a couple of months. Possibly November event. They want to see who's going to win it. But yeah, this is some very concerning information coming out here, guys. So it says here in particular, according to the Bear Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a mixed team of Northern Fleet consisting of the Project 88-5M nuclear-powered multi-role sub and other warship began exercises using high precision. Uh-oh! I thought they had nothing. Cuba. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasa, Cuba? You guys said they had nothing. So it seems like the Bear, they're carrying some Zircon, Caleb, and Onyx. The biggest one, Zircon. That is a very powerful equipment. That is a super hypersonic. Once again, and they are firing that in the Atlantic Ocean. If you guys hear some sounds in the background, I truly apologize, guys. We are having a bad storm here, a very bad storm, and it's coming from the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, we are being impacted right now by this storm. I know BP Earthwatch, big shout out to BP Earthwatch. He actually posted a video about the Gulf storm here in the western side of Florida. So as part of the exercise, the frigate and the nuclear power submarine practice firing high precision missiles against virtual enemy ships located at a distance of more than 600 kilometers. The Bear nuclear submarine and the FG are going to be in the next few hours a breath away from the coast of the sleeping giant, and more specifically in Cuba. These exercises come just a few days after the Bear leader announced that the Bear country equipment system will be given to the enemies of the sleeping giant and NATO in order for Western state to be paid with the same currency, receiving blows inside their territory with the Bear equipment. What do you expect? The leader of this sleeping giant land, he's giving stuff to the yellow and blue country, and they firing those stuff to the Bear territory. So the Bear is saying, hey, if you guys are doing that, let me get my long range. Let me give some to Cuba or Mexico or Venezuela, and they can point it right at you and hit you guys. Give a little taste of your own medicine. And it's not over. Europe, I'm also going to give long range to your enemies. Here's the thing. Leave the Bear alone. Stop provoking the Bear. The yellow and blue, that's none of our business. Let them two deal with it. Let them two talk things out. The problem here is that we have those in the spotlight, Wallhawks, and all they think about is sending ching ching. And again, they're getting powerful by signing checks. Yeah, we're going to learn the hard way. We're going to learn. We're going to see some 1962 deja vu stuff. Now, guys, I did mention about possibly Robert F. Kennedy possibly could win. And again, guys, you know, I'm just putting out my prediction. And there's a possibility it might not even happen. But we're so close to seeing 1962. I mean, we are so close seeing that. Alright, so this is the end for this one. Let me go back on Twitter because I want to bring you guys some more updates. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go on Twitter really quick because I do have some more information. Okay, so we do have more updates here. This is coming out from Mario. It says here, the Bear Cold WAR chess move off Florida coast. Remember I told you guys, a game of chess. It's a game of chess here. The Bear nuclear sub surfaced 66 miles off Florida coast last night. This is exceptionally rare. There haven't been subs this close to the Sleeping Giant territory for a while. Decades ago, the Sleeping Giant reconnaissance over Cuba revealed the Soviet equipment's installation leading to the Cuban event in 1962. Pay attention. On October 16, 1962, John F.K. was briefed on the imminent alert, sparking a 13-day standoff that nearly plunged to the world into NUKE. The Sleeping Giant responded with a naval blockade, a tense-of game of brakemanship. Once again, you have the Bear ships approach the blockade line, stopping just short and averting immediate conflict. Tensions peaked on October 27 when a Sleeping Giant reconnaissance plane was taken down over Cuba and taken down the pilot. This incident pushed the superpowers to the brink of biblical war, with the Sleeping Giant forces preparing for a possible invasion. Once again, JF advisors debated between military action and diplomatic solution. On October 28, a breakthrough occurred. The Song Premier, I'm skipping some words, follow me on this one, agreed to dismantle the missile site in Cuba in exchange for the Sleeping Giant promising not to invade Cuba and secretly agreeing to remove Sleeping Giant equipment from Turkey. This resolution diffused the immediate warning and led to establishment of a direct communication link between the Sleeping Giant capital and the Bear capital to prevent such crises in the future. And guess what? It ain't Turkey anymore. It's the Yellow and Blue country. It's just a different territory. But here's the thing. The Yellow and Blue country, they don't have equipments like nukes. But they do have long range that Mr. Byrne gave them. So once again, we are seeing a repeat of 1962 here. This resolution diffused the immediate warning and led to the establishment of a direct communication link between Sleeping Giant capital and the Bear capital to prevent such events in the future. Fast forward to today, 2024, the Bear bold move of positioning subs so close to the Sleeping Giant mirrors the initial detection of the Bear missile in Cuba. It's a calculated act of geopolitical chess designed to test the Sleeping Giant and NATO resolve. Just as in 1962, the stakes are high, the tensions palpable, and the implication profound. This strategic maneuver shows the Bear willingness to push boundaries, keeping precarious balance of power and leveraging unpredictability to unsettle its adversaries. When it is the breakthrough going to come for the Bear/Sleeping Giant relations. While shadowing and monitoring by destroyers near any border are routine, this situation should not be dismissed, given its gravity and chilling reminder of the biblical war darkest days. We are seeing it. We are living it. We are witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. 2 Sleeping Giant Navy destroyers are monitoring a fleet of the Bear ships that are within 66 miles of 66 miles of Florida, and now in Cuba for war games with the Cuban Navy. Analysts say the Bear is sending a strategic warning to the Sleeping Giant after NATO authorized the Yellow and Blue to carry out strikes in the Bear territory last week. Keep playing with the Bear. Keep playing with the Bear. Go ahead. Keep provoking the Bear. Keep poking the Bear. Has that Yellow and Blue bumper sticker look in your car. It's leading to this. We should stand with the Yellow and Blue, Louis. We should stand with the Yellow. For what? Yellow and Blue is nothing to me. It's just a land just like other lands. We're going to keep supporting the Yellow and Blue. There ain't going to be no Sleeping Giant. Man. There ain't going to be no Sleeping Giant. They ain't, trust me, they ain't gonna be no sleeping giant if we keep supplying the yellow and blue and the yellow and blue striking the bear without equipment. They ain't gonna be no sleeping giant. It's sad that nobody sees that. And this is where we at right now, guys. This is where we at right now. They're telling us, don't panic. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything's good. Let me just bring it up really quick. And I'm gonna bring some more updates information, guys. But once again, this is the latest one. The Sleeping Giant Gov. Oh, give me a second. It's not this one. My bad, my bad. Give me a second here. Oh. Oh, here we go. This is the one. This is the latest one. Sleeping Giant Gov tells the public not to panic. This is saying when it comes to that. When they tell you not to, you know what? That's when you... And you think I'm put my faith and trust in a GOV? Really? You want me to put my faith and trust in that? Knowing what they did to the 4-5, what they're doing to the world. Oh yeah, let me just put my faith and trust. They say everything is fine. Everything is fine. I woke up this morning and I told my wife we may need to pack, and just in case get out of Dodge, because Florida, it seems like Florida. Yeah. So, again, I will keep you updated on this one here, guys. Please share this video. For those of you that want to give your life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.